Hello everybody. I was requested to do a video on the Chrysler Corporation push button automatic transmission shifter. Chrysler Corporation did that from 1956 through 1964. And this particular car here is a 64. It has the push button transmissions I show you. But this is a 1964 Fury. I bought this car many years ago and have sold some things off of it over the years. But let me show you the shifter. The column is out and it's in it. There's no gear shifter on the column. You have your turn signal switch, but no gear shifter. And the way the shifter worked was this was park. Okay, this was first gear, second gear, drive, neutral, and reverse. And when you wanted to switch gears, you just push the one you wanted. This one's not actually working correct, but back in the day, nothing's popping out now. Neutral itself is hung in there. That one's not even staying. But back in the day, when this thing worked great, that was your park. And then you had to take it out of park, low gear, second gear, drive, neutral, and reverse. And I've heard many rumors about why they quit doing this. One of the rumors was back in the day, and still today, a lot of women have long fingernails. And some are natural, some's the glue-on fingernails, but when they would push the shifter, their fingernail would hit the dash and break their fingernails. So that is one of the reasons I have heard why they quit making that style shifter. But a lot of people didn't even know about a shifter like that. But like I said, 1964 was the last year that they did that. I don't know. You guys may hit me up in the comments and let me know if anybody else other than Chrysler Corporation actually had a push button shifter like that. As far as I know of, as far as I'm aware of myself, Chrysler Corporation was the only one that did that. But I could be completely wrong on that. I thought I was wrong once, but I was just mistaken. But anyway, back to the car. These old cars was awesome old cars back in the day. There was sensational cars. This one had the polyblock 318, what some people call the big block 318. Let me set this off. See if I can just give you a view of the motor here. They was huge motors to be a 318. Huge. And most of them had a little bitty 2-barrel carburetor on them. Like I said, this car has been sitting here for many years. Probably bought this car back in the late 80s, I want to think. Bought it off a friend of mine. He could probably tell me exactly when I got it, but I think I actually bought that car sometime in the late 80s. Now I'm going to go over here and show you another car, which is a 1965, and show you the shifter on it. It is sitting over on the other side of the road. We'll walk over there. Take a look at it. Okay, we are now back on this side of the road, but we're going to have to go back around behind the garage over in the woods to where the other car is. So let's get on back there. All right, and right here is a 1965. The car we just looked at across the street is a 1964 Plymouth Fury. And this car is a 1965 Dodge Coronet. Dodge Coronet, 1965. The Coronet and the Fury was really similar cars, but Plymouth made the Fury, Dodge made the Corvette. I had saved this car from the crusher. It was at a scrapyard, gonna be crushed. I bought it, and since I've bought it, I've sold the rear end up from under it, several other things off of it, some trim. Guys just tickled to get the rear end because he couldn't find one anywhere. But let's look at the shifter. Now this is sensational. It has a shifter right on the column, just like most vehicles did. And you can tell, park, reverse, neutral, drive, second, low. This system here looks to me like it is a whole lot less confusing. The push button, when you got your park lever and all these push buttons, if you hit the wrong button, you're going the wrong direction. If you thought drive was up here and you hit the reverse, or you thought you was going into second and end up hitting neutral, or going into drive, hitting neutral, that would be kind of confusing until you really got used to that. But with just the old basic gear shifter here, you've got a little red needle, and it tells you exactly what gear you're going into. That is a whole lot less confusing to me, and I don't know if the story I heard about the women breaking their fingernails was true, or if it was just so confusing. I don't know what the reasoning was for stopping doing it, stopping making it. Technically, I don't know what the reason was for making it. You guys may have an idea on that. You can hit me up in the comments, let me know. The other car was the 4-door. This car is the 2-door. And somebody had spent a lot of money on this car right here, getting it up and on the road. They'd put a new master cylinder on it. It is also the big poly block, or big block 318, whatever you want to call it. But my hood won't raise far enough that way. Might be able to show you some in here. I got it covered up with rubber mats, but they had put brand new carburetor on it, new distributor cap, rotor button, plug wires, plugs, new fuel pump, new fuel lines, new fuel tank, like I said, new master cylinder. They had been spending money on the car, got the car running, and evidently it was more than they could handle, because they have totaled the car completely. Smeared the front end. It has actually bent the whole front section of the car over this way. So evidently it was running really good. But like I was saying, if you guys know why they started making the push button transmission, why they went away from it, hit me up in the comments, let me know. Let me know exactly what you think about the push button transmission and what you think about the regular shifter style transmission. Me, I'll go with the regular shifter style transmission any day. I think it is sensational over the push button style transmission. If you guys like this kind of content, please go to my channel, subscribe, hit that like button, and ring that notification bell. Hope everybody's having a sensational day.